So one of the biggest benefits of factoring quadratic equation is to find the roots, right? Roots are basically the x or y values of what we're solving where the equation equals 0, right? So if you actually plot a graph, let's say this is a quadratic equation, um, and where these 2 points are actually the roots. And that's really why we like to factorize quadratic equations as we did in previous videos. So let's have a look at an example. So let's say we have 20x squared minus 13x plus 2. Um, and I said find the roots, right? We want to find the roots of this equation. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to factorize it, but then we're going to take it one step further. So let's do that first. So we know that AC would be 20 times 2, which is 40. That's our AC. And our B is negative 13. So what gives, so let's write down the factors of 40. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and I think I've already 10, and yeah, I think I've already found the numbers. So 5 and 8. 5 times 8 will give us 40. However, it will not give us negative 13. But if we have negative 5 and negative 8, then that will give us 40, and it will also give us negative 13. So those are the equations we're going to go with. So we got 20x squared minus 5x, take 8x plus 2, which equals 0. And then what we do is we group them. So we're going to group this and we're going to group that. And we now have 5x as the common factor. So that will go into 4x minus 1. And then we also have plus 2 over here, which will go into negative 4x. Or actually what the better answer would be to factorize negative 2. So that will go into 4x, take 1. So now we have 4x to take 1 as common. We have 4x take 1 times 5x minus 2. Right, so those are our terms for how we've factorized them. Right, so what do we do now? So these are our terms that we've factorized. Now we want to find the roots. So in order to do that, we have to equate each of these terms to 0. So let's say 4x take 1 is equal to 0, which means 4x is equal to 1, x is equal to a quarter. That is our first root. Okay, and our second root is where 5x take 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2 over 5. That is our second root. So what we found is that at these 2 points, that is where the graph would be at 0. So those are our x-intercepts, if you like. And that's generally why we like to factorize quadratic equations so that we can find the roots. And that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video.